my nipple started to split and bleed, and it was hurting and it was cracked and it hurt so bad. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 4. What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Leela back in the building. Say we're back with another video. Okay, y'all, your girl Leah wants to apologize for how dry she is in this video. I'm very sorry. I did not mean to come off like this, but Edie was sleeping, so I didn't want to wake her up, y'all. So I was trying to be quiet. So I guess another the way I could do that was try to simmer down my energeticness. But yeah, next Vlogmas will not be like that at all. So today, y'all, I have some peach cobbler and apple crisp. Bomb combination right here, period. So yeah, I have my little book because we're going to be talking about breastfeeding today. We're about to be talking about the craziest, most draining, I know I'm just playing, but it's a lot. So we're about to get right into it. So when you first breastfeed, y'all, you feel a lot of pain. Like right after labor and you put your baby in your boob, it hurts. I mean, it feels like your nipple is literally just getting, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's not a good feeling at all. So yeah, when your baby first latches on, you're going to have contractions, and it's going to hurt really bad, especially when you first latch on. When she first started breastfeeding, it hurts really bad. So after each feeding, the contractions gradually go down in pain. And I think mine went away with about 5 days. So yeah, those first 5 days to a week is super painful. It literally is gonna make you want to give up. So then after that section, you're gonna notice that your milk comes in, because at first you're only producing colostrum, so you're not really making as much because baby's not really hungry, and you know what I'm saying, baby just went through a crazy process just as much as you did. So she's not hungry, she only will take a little bit, but she's practicing on learning how to latch. Now some babies, they latch on really good, but some babies, they don't latch on so good. So my baby, she didn't latch on that good when I first had her. It took a good minute, a good while, for her to learn how to latch on. I mean, I'm took maybe 1 or 2 months for her to actually learn how to fully latch on properly. So let's talk about nipple splits and bleeds. So when you first, in the beginning of the breastfeeding stage, when I had her, I think it was about 7 days since I've got home, my nipple started to split and bleed, and it was hurting and it was cracked and it hurt so bad, and it hurt so bad to the point where I was just I need a pump. So that's exactly what I did. I went ahead and I pumped. Our latch was just way more stronger than the pump, so I was just pumping like crazy. I was pumping like crazy, and it just felt way better. I was just relieved. But everybody was telling me, no, you can't just pump. You have to, put it on your boob too, because that can mess up your milk. I was like, ugh, dang. So then I tried to wean off. I stopped pumping. I had to sacrifice my pain for her milk. So I stopped pumping. And then she did not want to take my boob anymore. She only wanted the bottle. So, because I was putting the breast milk into the bottle so that she can eat. And that's all she wanted. Because if you think about it, the bottle, it comes out way faster. You know what I'm saying? With the boob, you have to really work to get your milk. So in order for me to wean her off, I don't know if you heard of the nipple shield, but basically if you have flat nipples, that's what you use to kind of help your baby latch on. That's what I had to use to help her latch on. So I guess in order to trick her, I had to use the nipple shield to act like it was a bottle, because it's plastic too, just like a bottle. And so it worked. It got her to wean off the bottle and come onto my boob. And then this one time I just took it off and I just gave it to her and she took it. So here's another thing Not all moms might experience, but I'm assuming most. Anytime you leave your baby, it can cause a decrease in your milk. Pumping is not necessary. I mean, people say it's a substitute for breastfeeding, but I mean, you know, for like literally actual breastfeeding, but it's truly not. It doesn't keep up with your supply like how your baby does, and it could really, if you're not around your baby a lot, it can mess up your milk. Or if you have a new change in schedule where you're not around her as much, let's say if you had to go to work, it can mess up your milk. Or let's say for me, in my situation, even though me and Dwayne, and we are together, but you know, we're still young, so we live in two different households. So every other day we have this schedule where every other day she goes over Dwayne's, and like Wednesdays and Sundays we have our family days. But anytime when we started that schedule, it put a big decrease in my milk. I mean, a big decrease. It was bad. Like, it put a really big decrease in my milk, and I was crying. I was all over the place. Like, I was a hot mess. And pumping, like as I said, pumping is not a substitute. Pumping is good for like relief engorgement. Is good to, you know, get milk coming out to keep up with the supply, but it can really mess it up. It's not the same. It's really not the same, and it's different for everybody. Some people can pump 24/7 and be perfectly fine. For me, I can't do that. It won't work for me. It's just, I don't know. So when I went through my little decrease and I was going through it, I started looking up things like, you know, lactation cookies or lactation, you know, anything with lactation that will help increase. And I noticed that all the lactation cookies had oatmeal in it. So I was like, So I looked up this oatmeal increased milk supply, and it said it can. That's when I started eating oatmeal every single day. And it's like, it does help with your milk. It really does. And I eat like 4 or 5 packs a day. I'm not gonna lie. Hungry days 6. That's how much I do. I eat that many. It's a good breakfast, and boom. And not only that, but I like oatmeal, so it's like, it's an even more plus. You get to eat your favorite food like every day. I won't say favorite food, but it's good to me, the kind that I get. Now let's talk about no-nos. No-nos. Not too long since I had Ada, right? I think it was like the first or second shower that I had after I had Ada, and I decided to walk into the shower. Walking near the shower head, and the water pressure went right into my nipple, and it hurt so bad. You do not want to do that at all. It's literally going to feel like something is drilling in your nipple, y'all. I'm not even playing. And also, what's really big with breastfeeding, what you really need, you need a lot of breast pads, because you're gonna leak through your shirts like crazy, and you're gonna have to change them. In the beginning, you change them a whole lot. In the middle, here and there, but you're gonna need a lot of those if you don't want your shirt to be leaked through. And sometimes it still leaks through. Sometimes your shirt is gonna mess up at least once or twice throughout your entire breastfeeding process. No way around it. And so that's pretty much like everything that comes with breastfeeding. But to wrap up, the most important tip I would say is, in the beginning, that's when you're gonna have the most of your milk. In the beginning, you're probably gonna be stressed out like crazy, but it's so worth it. When you have her, feed your baby on the boob and pump. And I mean pump like crazy. Pump like you've never pumped before. Pump like your baby is starving. And just stock it up in the freezer. I'm telling you, it's so worth it. I was doing that, but when I had my decrease, I had to really use a lot of those that was in the freezer. So now I don't have as much that's in there. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you like my Vlogmas Day 4. As I've said in the last video, comment down below some Vlogmas ideas. Like, I really need to know. Like, I don't really know how this works. Like, I don't know if they do Christmas things each day of Vlogmas, but Cause that just seems real unrealistic if you ask me. But because I definitely don't have nothing to do. I definitely don't have any Christmas things to do each and every single day. But yeah, without further ado, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more Tmon videos. Stay tuned for more regular videos. I have a different video coming up very soon, and I think you guys will really like it. So I'm excited for that. But yeah,